What is up, peeps? It's ForTheWin TCG, and I'm taking you back to another YouTube video. And today we have some big news in the Pokemon TCG. That is the introduction of a brand new mechanic, which I wanted to check and give my first impression. So it's going to be, as you can see, a Vstar Arceus card, which has been released in English, by the way. There was a video releasing it, and to be honest, it wasn't a crazy video or anything down that line. You can just see it here if it lets me play it quickly. It's cool looking and all that, but it is just kind of introducing the V-Star mechanic. If you want to check it out, the link will be in the description down below. Honestly, it's nothing crazy, but it shows the Arceus V-Star. And before we get into actually what it does, then let's have a look at the beauty of this. White and gold is a incredible combination. I love it. It just says premium, you know? So it looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, but obviously with PTCGO, we want to know what it does. And there's a few things to point out here. So we'll look at the attacks and stuff, and then I'll point out some other things. So there's Trinity Nova, 200 for free colorless energy. Obviously, it's a colorless Pokemon. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards. Attach them to your V Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Crazy attack, right? 200 damage plus energy acceleration. We've seen the likes of that in ADP, right? And that's busted. Obviously, ADP have the likes of the extra prize GX attack. But this is not what all the card has to offer, obviously. It also has V-Star power, but I'm not sure how the V-Star power works because it's an ability, but it's underneath the attack. I don't know what that mechanic would mean, personally. But there's also some things to add as well. Anyway, we'll look at the ability. We'll go into the other things. So it's during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. Wow. That's ridiculous. However, you can't use more than 1 V-Star power in a game. So it's an ability that you can use only once. That's the catch. There's a few other things to note as well. It's V-Star on the top left-hand side, which obviously it evolves from a V like it would a V Max, right? Makes sense. So it's a stage 1 technically. The HP's minimal. However, you only take 2 prizes if you knock one of these cards out. Another thing to add. Okay? So it has an ability that can only be used once per game, similar to what would be Prism Star, right? Prism Star, you can only play 1 of those cards in your deck. Similar thing. Obviously, in a different way, it's an ability, not a card, but it's a similar concept. However, that's a ridiculous ability with no cost, right? It's get 2 cards from your deck. You need a boss's orders, V-Star power, game, right? You need to hit a certain card, you need an energy for game. Bang, game. Like, it's a game-winning ability, hence why it can only be used once per game. But this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. The attack, okay? Let's just point this out. The attack is still incredible. And this is just off an Arceus V-Star. Maybe they're showing us this to kind of hype it up a little bit. You never know, right? Like, oh, look at this crazy attack. Look at this card. It's insane. But as we saw with the likes of Prism Stars and stuff like that, they tend to be equally powerful in what they can offer, right? If you look at Diancie Prism, and then there's Volcanion Prism Star, and then there's the Prism Star Stadiums, which were just ridiculous. Yeah, this is interesting. This is incredibly interesting, and I think this is only the beginning, obviously. Let's look at Arceus V as well while we're here, and see what it does. So it is 220 HP colorless, 2 retreat cost, obviously fighting weakness and all that kind of stuff. I believe there's a card coming out that is it already out? I'm not sure. I saw it once. I don't remember about your fighting Pokemon have no weakness. I'm not sure. Anyway, Trinity Charge. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards. Attach them to your Pokemon V and then you like, which are for your deck. That's 2 colorless energies. Not a great attack, personally, and then 130 damage. So it's a very standard card. It's a very standard card. Now, given that this is an Arceus, and Arceus tends to not have low HP in any sort of card format, it would appear that any other V-Star cards that come out that aren't particularly high in HP, 220 is a is on the upper end of HP when it comes to base V Pokemon. You're thinking of like Zacian and stuff, but the more average number I believe you would see is like 210, 200, 190, and even 170 depending on what the card can do. So I don't think 280 is going to be the lowest HP you're going to be getting. Obviously, it can go. I'm assuming it'll go down to like 260, 250, maybe even 240, depending on what the card does. Which I would assume to a degree, then this wouldn't be the best V-Star, but this is all straight assumptions, right? It's all just coming off top of the head. But this is really interesting. We'll see what is written down here. This is on Pokebeach.com. Link will be in the description as well. Pokemon V-Star evolves from Pokemon V, gives out 2 prizes and features a special Pokemon ability called a V-Star Power. You can only use 1 V-Star Power per game, similar to a GX attack. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. V-Star card has a texture, golden highlights on its text boxes, and behind its V-Star Power, you can see an actual star. Where? Excuse me, sir, but I believe you're lying. Where is it? I can't. Oh, God, I just zoomed in my actual screen. Oh, God. No, it probably is. Arceus V and V-Star will debut in Japan's Starbirth set. Ooh, another set coming out. English version of Arceus V-Star was also revealed. So this might be coming in a very long time. Yeah, obviously, they point out how V-Star... This isn't the first time we've heard of V-Star. Obviously, it did come out a few months ago. But was it a few months ago? A few years? Oh, a year ago? November 2020. Jesus Christ. Wow. Anyway, that's my initial reaction to the V-Star, and I'm actually really excited. I want to see what other cards there are. I like it a lot. I really like the idea. I like the mechanic, and it's interesting to see how these will pan out. And Arceus V-Star might be something that will be played in a majority of decks, depending on how powerful the ability is. But I mean, come on, it's incredibly powerful. Also pointing out, right, there were cards that were used just for their GX attack. With GX cards, right? And that's an attack. That's the turn-ending attack, right? So you use your GX attack, it's their turn. This is the equivalent, but in the form of an ability. So you don't have to end your turn unless the ability says so. But it's not like, oh, GX attack, search deck for 2 cards, right? I think that was a GX attack similar to that. Your turn ends, and then obviously, I don't know, what sort of hand disruption was there back in the day? Anyway, whatever hand disruption there was risk of that. This is an ability. So it's like search deck for 2 cards, you still have your turn, right? So you can get any 2 cards you want during your turn without that turn ending like it would a GX attack. It seems to be better than a GX attack, at least just off that impression. You don't know what's coming up next when it comes to other V-Star cards, but this is exciting and it looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Again, this might be because obviously it's an Arceus and it has white gold elements on it anyway. It just looks like the color theme is all consistent. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. I don't know how it would look on, well, a dark type would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Black and gold. Oh, gorgeous. But water type, blue and gold. See, there's going to be some way you're going to sit here and be like, not sure about that one. Anyway, yeah, I think with it being colorless, it makes it look nice. Unless all V-Star powers do have the kind of just the white color theme. I don't know. Anyway, that's some crazy stuff. I'm actually really happy about this and really excited. So we're going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below. I know I briefly just kind of breezed over it, but there's a lot of implications behind this and what could be coming up in the future with this mechanic. Any ideas or any sort of insight you guys have, then definitely let me know. I'm excited. And yeah, I believe that'll be it. So do take care and peace.